let me just mention something in here before we look at ceilings. So this is our little educational display. We've had it for a while. It's the same process for the ceilings. You have wood lath, and in this case, this is only used on walls if it's a wood wall. This is really just a wood wall. Jefferson fill it with brick to make it fireproof, but if you have a wood wall, you use lath. Otherwise, these brick walls take the plaster. And so the first thing, as I said, would be to put up these plastered grounds, a plain board, and you'd use that at the base, at the chair rail. If you look way up there on the top of the wall, you see nailing blocks for where it was done for the entablature trim. Around every door, every window, you would have nailing blocks, but only for the walls and ceiling do you have the plaster grounds. So if you get this board plumb, then you get your plaster plumb. You have the one around the edge of the ceiling, which is flat, and then you get a flat ceiling. And then later here, you attach your base, your chair rail, your architrave. But it's the same process: scratch coat, brown coat, or Henry calls it leveling, white coat. The white coat, when you go through the house, you want to feel this new plaster, because we're used to old, beat up, cracked plaster. When it's brand new, it feels like a piece of marble. It's a wonderful material. Almost nobody sees new lime plaster anymore. But all of this would have been colored with pigmented lime washes. And we have all the colors Jefferson used. We have pieces that survive. So when you get to the white coat, though, it's just mostly lime and a little bit of sand, because it's a very thin coat and you want it real smooth. So, you know, on the wall here, again, you usually don't do hair. We know for all of Jefferson's plaster walls, he's using the brick dust. And also for the columns, the brick columns, they use brick dust in the rendering. So now, because there's so many people, some of you can go straight across. That little room is the same size as this. So up here you see the oak joist. As I said, we've put an intermediate piece in between those for more support. You can look at that scratch coat in there. Go into the middle room. You can see half of the middle room has the first coat that hadn't been scratched yet. It sort of looks like this. They just did that this morning. The other half of the cube room has the lath, and they will be plastering that by the end of the day. And then both sides of the middle room will be scratched at the end of the day. So the middle room is in progress. You can go straight through into the parlor. That's the biggest ceiling we've redone. And then you can go over to that side, to Jefferson's bed chamber, and kind of peek up and see another scratch coat layer. So it's